Hey there, my friends. I receive this question quite often, and sometimes even from people in my own life, asking me, why did you share that? That's awfully personal. Why do you share so much? Well, those who've been following me for a while know that I'm not afraid of my own vulnerability. I'm not afraid of sharing personal things out there. And I do it for many. Sorry about the interruption there. One of the main things I realize is through my own healing journey, the dealing with the bullying when I was growing up, dealing with all of the anger and so on from the my cancer experience, seeking out a social worker to help me after my divorce many years ago, and dealing with a lot of really deep down pain. The stuff that goes so darn deep that you discover depths of emotion you didn't realize were ever there. And then you also realize, if you've done the work, you realize the validation, the liberation, the healing that takes place when you can put language to it, when you can discuss it, when you can feel understood, when you feel heard, when you feel there's someone else that gets it, so that you don't feel alone just because there's one other person that understands. And when it comes to discussing the real difficult issues, some of those more vulnerable ones, a lot of us, and again, I've been doing social work for 14 years. I understand this from my journeys of dealing with people. A lot of folks are waiting around to be given permission to talk about the things they've been told not to talk about. That's private. You shouldn't discuss that. Or, a lot of people won't understand that, so you need to keep it to yourself. I hear some special needs parents giving advice like this to their kids. Oh, don't discuss that. People are going to think you're weird. And so people walk around dying to talk about things, but they've not been given permission. And I decided I'm not going to be one of the folks that waits around. I'm going to be one of the folks that begins the conversation. I want to put it out there to kind of help normalize things, to give people permission to talk about things that maybe are causing them some worry. I posted about some testing that I got done, for my ongoing health challenges. I got some blood work done and some other thing. And some people don't understand why I post that. Maybe because there are some folks out there that are also having a lot of tests done and they're pretty anxious about it and they want some opportunity to discuss it and receive some support. So when I put my stuff out there, that's an invitation to everybody else who is dealing with something similar to jump on and say, oh, thank God I'm not alive. I'm not alone here. I'm going through this crap too. Thank goodness there's someone else out there that understands and knows what it feels like to be poked and prodded and having to wait for this test result and that test result. It's important that somebody is out there having the conversation about the tough issues. Because if we don't discuss them, we shove them down. And they don't go away. They just eat us alive from the inside out. They make us miserable. They change the way we feel about ourselves and about the rest of the world. They turn into shame. And we deserve better than that. So that's why I share so much. Because I realize there's a lot of suffering out there, and a lot can be done to remove the suffering. But we need to be able to talk about it with each other first. Some people are uncomfortable with this level of vulnerability, and you know what? That's on you. I'm not. I'm here to help people. I'm here to do my part to provide an invitation. Would you like to discuss it? Would you like to talk about a shared experience that we have here? If so, let's have the conversation. A conversation that's respectful, that's compassionate, that's supportive. That's why I share so much. So that's my 2 cents on that. I'm sure I'll be back later with more to say. Take care.